Surrender the struggle. Surrender into the divine mind. Not give up, red flag, I'm not doing this anymore. Surrender into the greater power, remembering that it's all around us. Now, some people will say, in our culture especially, you have to work hard. You have to fight for what you want. You must earn it. Okay, well, there is some wisdom in that. Take the word fight, though, and put it down the toilet. Don't need that one. Take the earn it and put it down the toilet. But the idea of effort, yeah, it applies because you're not going to build your muscles without some effort. You're not going to learn things without opening the books or taking a class, right? There is some effort involved, so there's wisdom in that idea. But not fighting, not working hard, simply taking the actions. So what if we put our efforts into something like this? Richard, let's pull this up. One at a time we'll do here. What if we put our efforts like this? Next one. That one. All right. Turn to Spirit first. This is a reminder for us. Many of you say, well, yeah, of course. But all these things, as they go, there's going to be 6 of them. Check in. Am I doing that? Or am I waiting till the last resort before I turn to Spirit? Am I waiting till things get so out of hand? Or am I turning to Spirit first? So this is, to me, where the effort is involved. Put your efforts towards these 6 things. Turning to Spirit first. Next one is what? Pray and believe. Pray and believe. Again, check in. Do I remember to sit down and pray? Well, if we're honest, we're going to say, some days, not. Some days we go through the effort and the struggle, and before we remember, I can sit down and pray here. I can believe when I pray that something is going to happen. We can put our efforts into praying and believing. What's next? Allowing Spirit to lead. Allowing the inner voice to lead us nice and gently. Beautiful thing. The next one is listen for guidance. But how, Sean, do I listen for guidance? How do I know? You get quiet. You get quiet. First and foremost, you get quiet. I don't know about you, but I can't hear guidance very well when I'm in the midst of all kinds of chaos. You get quiet. And if you're in a work environment that's chaotic and you say, I don't have any quiet, go sit in the bathroom for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You've done it, Julie? You sit in the bathroom for 5 minutes. You have a little privacy there. And it's a place that if you stay there for more than a minute, nobody really questions it. So you kind of have permission to sit there and be quiet for a minute. What I know is that by getting quiet, it sort of prepares the soil so that when I am in a little bit more chaotic, I get a little bit better at listening and finding the signs when I'm in the middle of the chaos because I've practiced listening first in the quiet. So used to listening to what that voice is, and so used to feeling the difference when it's my ego trying to lead or when it's the Spirit trying to lead. You get used to it. Now you can put yourself in a little more chaotic environment and you can still go, oh, I think I feel that calling. So the practice makes it easier as we go. But listening is a really important part. The next one, take focused, intentional actions so that the things that we are doing are coming from our being. They're coming from the guidance. They're coming from the allowing of Spirit. Not just busy work. They're coming from a place of intentionally moving me towards that good in my life. All right, so it goes with allowance. You see, I'm allowing it to move me, to lead me to the actions that are going to be for my best good. And the sixth one is, I don't need to say a word about that. Let's put them all up at once so you can see them all together. Effort is what this led to. Effort. Turn to Spirit first. Pray and believe. Allow Spirit to lead. Listen for guidance. Take focused, intentional actions. Say thank you. If your efforts are involving this, they will be fruitful. You will find that your efforts pay off much more than if you're just grindstone in it. Okay? These are spiritual practices. Spiritual practices for us to use consistently to move move us to the life we would like to be living, which is the intentionality of Spirit through us. Our identity as spiritual beings on a daily basis. Okay, we can let that go away. As we move through these things, as we listen for the guidance, it's important to keep in our mind what this philosophy teaches about knowing what we want. What do we want our life to be like? That is very important. That's the choose piece. Yes, absolutely. Choose it. Spirit knows how to work with your choices as then you allow it. Okay, so yes, I'm not saying one or the other. It's you do both. Choose how you would like your life to be, how you would like to be living, what you would like to be living with. Absolutely choose it. But don't let there be effort or struggle in it. After that, then, do the allowing piece. Do the faith piece. What is faith? What is faith? It's just a mental attitude. Ernest Holmes says it's a mental attitude. It's a way of living. Am I living every day with Spirit knows how and I allow? Or am I living with, Sean, you got to figure this out, and it's going to be hard? I'm glad I'm not the only one. Being on a spiritual journey takes a daily reminder. Spirit knows how, and I allow. We say over and over in this philosophy, God is all there is. God is all that there is. God is love, God is abundance, God is peace. Sometimes we act as if it was true. Sometimes we act as if it was true. What I want us to get to the point, what I want to get, okay, forget you. What I want to get for myself is all the time. If you want that too, good, come along with me. I want it for me. I want to get to the place where those 6 things are so ingrained that I don't have to look at them anymore. I'm just acting from them. The longer I stay in this practice, the closer I get to that all the time. But then we use a tool to remind us. I talk to myself. Here's how I talk to myself. Spirit knows how, and I'm going to allow. Sean, I say, do you think that the same power that created those beautiful trees, the same power that created this exotic flower I'm looking at, the same power that created my bones so I can stand up, my eyes so that I can see you, my brain that can do millions of things going on at once, the same power that is working my organs, the same power that lets me feel love, do I not believe really that that same power can and won't move me through this? That's my self-talk. Now I'm saying it probably a little more dramatic right at the moment that I say it to myself, but I just sit down and I get quiet and I say, what about all this? Where did your faith go? Where did your trust go? Sean's Spirit knows how, and you're going to allow. And each one of us can do that. Spirit knows how. The potentiality, the perimeter of possibilities is ready to expand now. Let me expand it. Let me use this difficulty to awaken myself to this whole idea right now that I'm allowing Spirit to move through me. And I am quite sure that all my movements today have been about that. It's the symbolism of letting the bigness come in. Or letting the light come out. However you want to look at it today, it's all for your own benefit, however you want to. But it's remembering to allow all that good. If you ever hear yourself say, I don't know what to do, I just don't know what to do, remind yourself in that minute, something within me does. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's what it looks like visually. Aren't you glad I'm willing to be a dork for your sake? Jesse, I was just running around in little circles up here on the stage. You know what I was giggling at. That's what it looks like to me when I'm running around saying, I don't know. When any of us, I may not know, but something within me does know. And it's that something within me that I'm counting on and trusting today. If we were to make this into a mantra, Spirit knows how, and I allow. Spirit knows how, and I allow. What do you think it might sound like, Margaret?